Yeah. So now I wasn't. Yes, now I think you guys can see me now. Do you? If someone sees me out there, you could just drop a comment. Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna. My live stream today is to talk about how you can use our Twitter. You can use our. Oh, Mark Shakes. Hello. Yeah, I just figured that out. Yeah, how you can use Twitter to search for jobs, scholarships, whatever you might want to use it for, because Twitter is it's a very powerful search engine, and nowadays a lot of scientists, a lot of people are now using they now use Twitter, they now use a lot of means in order to share or advertise scholarship positions, jobs, and internships. And Twitter is one of them. A lot of active scientists like myself, we love to tweet about any advert that we have. So I'm going to show you how that is done, or how you can use Twitter to search for jobs, scholarships, or whatever. So let me share my screen with you. So here, just hold on, entire screen. Okay, application prepare. Yes. So here I am sharing my screen with you. Okay. Now how you can use I want to show you how you can use um Twitter, as a search for jobs. So here I am. When you get to you first of all you get into Twitter. When you log into Twitter, like I have two Twitter accounts. One I use it just for socializing, and one is my professional Twitter account. So I'm gonna show you this one. This is the Twitter account I use for socializing. For example, if like I'm a doctor now, if I need a postdoctorate position, I'm gonna get into the search Twitter search account, and I'll type postdoc. When you type postdoc, let's see what you're going to find. Okay, this is postdoc. Yeah, so I have typed postdoc. It will show me a lot of postdocs. So my area of research interest is on carbon, soil carbon. So I'm gonna write postdoc in soil carbon, postdoctorate in soil carbon. Okay, now my search engine on Twitter is searching. Now, okay, if you get here, these are the positions that are being advertised. You see, one position is being advertised in Sweden. Like my area of research interest is a lot in Sweden, University of Agriculture. That is one area that has a lot of positions in my field. So I'm going to go to the latest. When I get to the latest area, I'm going to see, okay, postdoc I stand for here. I'm going to scroll down. I scroll down, postdoc in Venmo. Scroll down. Yeah, this is one. Two, this one was advertised. So in that position, the latest one that was advertised was on the 20th of March. So when I see that position, I'm just gonna rush and click on it. I can either click on the link. Usually I can use that. This one is not really clear, so let me get to another one which is very clear. Here you have another postdoctorate scholar live in environmental science and biology. Yeah, it's advertised by Dr. Asmer. She's a very renowned soil scientist, an Ethiopian in the USA. So usually often her lab advertises a lot of jobs, a lot of postdoctorate positions in my area. So and she's someone that tweets a lot. She's one of the top soil scientists in the world, so she tweets a lot. If you want to ever, or if you dream of working in a lab, then you got to follow her. So usually, what one thing I do is I don't always search for it. I also go and I follow this scientist so that each time they do post or tweet about a job is going to be open in the field. Okay, this is a position. Let's so I come to this and I'm gonna open it in a new tab. That's the position. Postdoctoral position on this. This is the advert, and this one is actually in France. This is a postdoc position. The deadline passed already because this is an old, it was tweeted like long ago. So you've got to check like, every day. Every day you have to check. Okay, now that was for a postdoctorate. Okay, let's just say you're searching for a postdoctorate position in, let's say, chemistry. Chemistry, I'm gonna check chemistry. Chemistry. Searching. Okay. Postdoc. Yeah, this one, people sharing their post. Okay. Okay, this is one. Advertised 13 hours ago. So it's the information is fresh. At whose lab? As at the lab of Kim Young Kim. Is probably a Korean. So he's advertising a postdoctorate position, polymer or organic chemistry, current research area. Which, if you're interested in this position, let's open and see what the position is all about. In Kim's research group. Yeah, so Kim's research group, this is in probably, this should probably might be in Korea or I don't know. So these are the people, this is his lab group. So the scholars and everything. So that is what or where I found myself. When you open that, usually you should one thing I usually look for is the email address. I look for the email address of you know, I look for the email address of the person who advertised the job and then I go for it. So that is it in his group. That one you require to do a little bit more of searching, and there's another one. We have an opening for postdoc in synthetic organic chemistry. So there are lots of them, and this has been 22 hours ago. So fresh information. Okay, now besides postdoctorates, if I'm looking for a PhD, PhD, so PhD scholarship. Okay, PhD scholarship. No, ship. I'm going to click on PhD scholarship now. Now these are the ones. This one was put up 2 minutes ago. So if you need help with tuition fees, this was put up 2 minutes ago. A scholarship, and to be more specific, you're gonna put the subject, maybe PhD position in biology. Let's see what it goes in biology. Okay, now scholarship in biology. You're gonna see yeah, now offering PhD scholarship in cardiovascular medical science. So this was put up on the 15th of June. Yeah, 15th of June. No, not 15. Yeah, like application will close on the 9th of July. So this is a PhD position that has been put up for those that are interested to apply. How about let's get down to masters? I'm going to go down to masters. Masters scholarship. Master's scholarship. I get there to master's scholarship. Yeah. Okay, this one is someone sharing his or her. you know. So our master's scholarship, yeah, that's tuition before scholarship. Do it graduate? Oh, okay. With master, I am looking for fully funded scholarship. Okay, with master scholarship, usually, um, what they do is based on usually because masters, bachelor, a lot of because usually master scholarships are being put up either by let's say government. If you have a government scholarship like Korean government scholarship, Chinese, Japanese, German, Swedish, or Finnish, usually the government which put up their jobs do not have time to tweet. So, but in some countries, a lab might want to share, its scholarship position. So what they do is they're going to tweet about it. So that is one of the easy way, or one of the ways by which that's one of the ways that's one of the ways by which thank you very much, Moses. Thank you very much. Thank you. I can see you, brother. Yeah, that's my one of my classmates, Moses. We all studied together in Ethiopia, and he's currently on a scholarship too in, I think that should be Italy. So I'm pretty proud of him. So yeah. So that is one of the things to which you can use, or how you can use Twitter in order to search for jobs. Like, if you can imagine, like, one of the thing which, let me explain to you guys how powerful Twitter is. One of the things that actually got Donald Trump kicked off from his presidency was because of his tweets. That is to tell you how much you can use Twitter to positively impact yourself or negatively impact yourself. So the Twitter is a very vital. I myself, I didn't used to like using Twitter. But when I started using Twitter to search for jobs, to search for scholarships and internships, trust me, that has been quite an amazing opportunity, or an amazing thing for me. Let's go back, let's get back to Twitter again. Let me show you, I want to share my screen again with you, show you, let me share my screen again with you to show you how I use Twitter. Let's say, okay, let's look for internships. Internships. Uh, let me. I can just type sponsored intern. Okay, internships. Okay, and I type that sponsored internships. Yeah, what do we have? Okay. Wow. So you see, I just opened, I've never tried this before, but this is one which was put up on the 16th of June. The Global Design Internship Program call for companies. This is in Korea, in South Korea, which is definitely should be a very good one. So let's open to the page and see what this is all about. Let's open and see the Korean. So, yeah, so it's called for and registered by the 30th of June. You know, this is a sponsored internship program in South Korea. Korean Institute of Design Promotion launches a 2021 Global Design Internship Program. It is sponsored by these, so it's a really good one, and the benefits would be design consultancies or in-house design teams and all of that. They're fully good. It is fully sponsored by the Korean government. It is fully sponsored by the Korean government. So if you're looking for an internship, a fully sponsored internship where you don't have to, probably they might be paying your flight for those that are probably out of Korea, or maybe give you allowances. This is one of them. I just found that looking or going through Twitter. So this is something I've really wanted to do for a very long time ago. But I just found out about StreamYard. So I'm going to be sharing a lot of tips on how I used to search for scholarships, because I am a multi scholarship winner. I got a lot of scholarships in my pocket, from master level right up to PhD, and even the position I'm working now. I all got it searching online. So if I can get it, you can get it, and I'll be sharing all of those things which I used to get these positions with you all. So make sure, do not also forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. I was just trying to test to see how this really works, to see, and I found out that StreamYard really works well. I've used other streaming sites, so I have. Let me share one more thing with you all. I have this which is coming up. I have this which will be coming up. So let me show you guys. I have this. It will be coming up. Just 1 minute. 1 minute, and I'm gonna show you this. So sorry, my baby's crying in the background. Yes, so I have this coming up. No, I have this cancel. So I have the Korean government scholarship program, which I'll be talking about on the 26th of that's a Saturday at 10 p.m. So I have a couple of very smart students, not smart doctors, graduates from Korea, who, and also I have Dr. Sheila Kashmir, Maria, and myself. So we'll be sharing tips on how to apply for scholarships here in Korea. Sorry, guys, my baby is crying. Yeah. So I'll be sharing tips on how to apply. Not I, we will be sharing our experiences on how to apply for scholarships in Korea, how to choose universities to study in Korea. There are lots of universities in Korea that just have 100% scholarships. So myself and my colleagues, we're going to be sharing these tips with you all on the 26th. Korean time is going to be 10 p.m. Korean time, and if you're in Cameroon, it's going to be 2 p.m. Korean time, and if you are in Ethiopia, that should be 3 p.m. Ethiopian time. So we are going to be sharing this, yeah, 2 p.m. Cameroon time, Korean time, 10 p.m. You should subscribe on my channel, then you check that out and you go and watch. Ask a lot of questions. They'll be here to answer all your questions. We have Dr. Sheila, who studied for a long time here in Korea. Now she's working. She's a doctor working with Seoul University. We have Kashmir, who is also doing his PhD now at Kangwon University. And we have Maria from KNU in Daegu. She also is a doctor, and myself, Dr. Rajesh. So we have a lot of things and a lot to catch up on that day. So do not miss, subscribe, share the information with your fellow friends. The undergraduate, I brought this up because the undergraduate Korean scholarship will be coming up in September. A lot of people are currently applying, and there are 200 positions for students to have full scholarships to study in Korea. Full, by full, I mean the tuition is covered for, your flight ticket, allowance, and good dormitories, and of course the rich Korean culture, not to talk of the network which you'll be facing. So, and to apply for this scholarship, There is not so much of, there is almost very little information online. So myself and my colleagues, we are going to be sharing this information with you all. So make sure you subscribe, follow this link, then ask any question as much as possible, and we are going to be answering your questions that day. We're going to be answering your questions. Then I'm going to share again another one with you. And the other one again is this Saturday. It is this Saturday. We are going to have this one. Yeah. Sorry. No. Just hold on a minute. Let me show you that one is. Oh, sorry guys, I have to go. Okay, yeah, so this is another one. This Saturday, not this Sunday, this Sunday at 8 p.m. Korean time, that is noon Central African time. I'm going to be inviting here to my live stream. She's going to talk about how to apply for UN. Sorry, my baby is crying again. I guess probably she's hungry. So I'm going to be talking about UN positions. We're going to be sharing lots of tips, or she would be sharing lots of tips. Um, how she did her United Nations assignments in Africa, in Zambia, her public work um position in Malawi, and she'll be sharing on how to apply with some of these positions. You can see her there with Drogba, and she's probably met a lot of high personalities in Africa while working with the United Nations assignments in Africa. So, if you've ever dreamed to work with the United Nations, this is the time. This is the moment. Subscribe, hit the link, and follow that link on Sunday. She will have a lot of questions to answer. Please feel free to answer your questions. And one hint is that to work with the UN, you do not need to have a PhD degree. You don't need it. Even with a bachelor degree, you can start your career with the United Nations. So she's going to be sharing lots of information about that, because a lot of people want to work with these organizations, and usually sometimes when you send email, people don't. Those in charge are maybe probably too busy, or they don't really have time to reply to these emails. So this is someone who is going to be sharing our experiences with you all. Like I personally am someone who believes so much on success stories. I believe on sharing success stories because before I started applying for scholarships, it was because I listened to someone's success story. I dream of becoming like to become like that person. I wish that I could have scholarships, and that is when I started applying, because previously I used to tell myself, oh no, I don't have when I started with a bachelor degree, I didn't have a first class degree. I had a first class, but in my master's, in my PhD, but at bachelor, I didn't have it. So I used to have in my mind that you can only have a scholarship with a first class. But when I found out that there was somebody who got that scholarship, which I was used to seeing the person, even helping the person in the application process having it, then that was when I knew that I can have it. I believe in success stories, so she'll be sharing her success story with you all. So if you have any questions, make sure you should come prepared and be ready to listen to it at that moment. Thanks very much, Mark Shakes. So this stream has been about or talking about how you can use Twitter in order to look for postdoctorate position, scholarships, and all of that. So if this is your first time on my channel, make sure you hit the subscription button and stay connected and wait for our live stream this weekend. Thank you very much. This has been Dr. Rogers.